Okay, as the question says, Gopal started a business with an investment rupees 1,20,000. After 3 months, Madhav joined with rupees 1,90,000. At the end of the year, they earned a profit of 1,75,000. What is the share of Madhava in the profit? So that's what is the question. Okay, so we are dealing in the partnership type of problems. What is the basic concept of partnership? Suppose there are two partners who enter into a partnership of a business. Okay, so let's say the two partners are A and B. So whenever they enter into a partnership, they invest their investment into it. So there will be investment of A, and at the same time there will be investment of B also in the business. Similarly, they keep their investment in the business. Maybe they can keep their investment in the business for the whole tenure of the business. Okay, for let's say the tenure of the business is 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, or 20 year, whatsoever it is. Tenure, by the term tenure, we can understand that after each tenure, there a profit comes. So as soon as you get the first profit earned, then that particular profit has to be distributed between A and B in a certain ratio. So that ratio should be ethical. And what should be the parameters of that ratio, on which 2 points or which 2 3 points the particular profit should be distributed between A and B is those two particular points are, first part is investment only. Okay, and the another part is the time factor. Okay, time for which A has kept his investment into the business, that will also decide upon his profit share. Similarly, time for which B has kept his investment into the business, that particular time will be also a factor for deciding up the profit share. So ultimately, whatever profit is earned, that is distributed between A and B in the ratio investment into time of A is to investment into time of B. So this is the basic concept of the partnership problems. Okay, so let us begin with the first question itself. This is the basic concept as explained here. So the first question says, Gopal started a business with an investment of rupees 1,20,000. So we have Gopal here like that, and then we have Madhava also, the other partner. What is the investment of Gopal? The investment of Gopal is 1,20,000. Okay, that is nothing but the investment of Gopal. Okay, what is the investment of Madhava? Madhava's investment is 1,90,000. So let us write investments of both of them. Okay, for how much money for how much time the money or the investment of Gopal was in the business, that will be the time factor for Gopal. Okay, as they say, Gopal started the business, so it was from very beginning. And when did they earn their first profit? At the end of the year, as it is stated, at the end of a year they earned a profit. So we can say the first profit has been earned after a year. So that means time for which this investment was part of business was the complete year. And we can take, for a complete year, we can take as 12 months. Okay, we can take it as 12 months. Similarly, Madhava joined how many months later? After 3 months Madhava joined. So if he had joined after 3 months from the very beginning of the business, then his money, his investment would be in would be there for part of business for how many months? It will be 12 minus 3, because 12 months are there in a year, and 3 months his money was not their part of business. So for how much time his money or the investment was part of business? It was 9 months only. Okay, so the time factor for Madhava will become 9 months, because for 9 months only his 1,90,000 was part of the business. Now they are asking for the profit 1,75,000 to be distributed, and what is the share of Madhava? So for that we need to understand, we need to find out the investment into time ratio of both the partners. And if we solve this, we can write like 1,20,000 into 12 is to 1,90,000 into 9. Okay, so if we simplify this further, these all zeros can be cut easily. Okay, these all zeros can cut easily. Similarly, 9 can be cut by 3, 3 3s are 9, and 3 4s are 12. So we are left out with 12 into 4 is to 19 into 3. We can further simplify this. 3 can cut 12 by 4 again. So we are ultimately left out with 16 is to 19. So we are left out with 16 into 19. So that should be the profit share between the two partners, Gopal, and this is respectively for Gopal and Madhav. 16 is to 19. Now they are asking for the Madhava share. Okay, the profit earned is 1,75,000. As we have learned in the ratios chapter, that in any particular if any particular amount is to be distributed in any of the given ratio, so there is a method for that. We want to know the Madhava's profit or the Madhava share. Okay, for that the total profit earned is 1,75,000. 1,75,000 divided by sum of the ratio terms. That's what we have earned. The sum of the ratio terms are 16 plus 19 multiplied by Madhava's share we want to know. So what is the number corresponding to Madhav? Number corresponding to Madhav is 19. So that will be multiplied by 19. If you solve this further, this comes out to be 19 by 35. 19 by 35 times 1,75,000, and the further solution of this gives us the share of Madhava is rupees 95,000. Okay, the share of Madhava comes out to be rupees 95,000, and that's going to be the right answer for us. Option number D, 95,000 rupees. Now, in the next question, we have Ram and Sham started a goods shop by investing rupees 27,000 and rupees 81,000 respectively. In what ratio will the profit earned after 2 years be divided between them? So, as we know the concept, if there are two partners, A and B, so the profit share is distributed by in the ratio of investment into time of the both the partners, investment into time, like that. This is what we have learned in the first question also. The profit share to be distributed in the ratio investment into time of both the partners. So let us see who all partner we have. We have Ram, we have got Sham also. Ram investment was 27,000. So investment part of the Ram is 27,000 into the time factor we'll take on later on. First of all, we'll write investment value for Sham. The investment value of Sham is rupees 81,000 as given in the question. So under Sham, we have written 81,000 into, then comes the time factor. They say started a business. So both have started the business together. That means there will be no lagging in the time. Okay. In what ratio will the profit earned after 2 years be divided? So both partners have got their money in the business for complete 2 years. So we can multiply both the numbers by simply 2, or rather we can drop these numbers also, because both the partners have kept their money for the similar time. So when they have kept their money for the similar time, then this time factor is not required, because that will be anyhow cancelled out when we'll be able to find out the ratio. When we'll be going to find out the ratio, this 2 is already cancelled out. So we can understand, we can learn this fact here, that whenever the time factor is same, the time for which both the partners have kept their money in the business is same, then we can ignore the time part, because that will ultimately going to get cancelled. So now the ultimate profit share should be 27,000 is to 81,000. If we simplify this further, this becomes 27 into 18. If we simplify this further, this becomes 1 is to 3. So this is what should be the ratio of the profit share of Ram and Sham, that is 1 is to 3 respectively, and it is available in option number C, and that is the right answer. Okay. Amar, Shubham, Shivam enter into a business. Amar invests some amount at the beginning, so the amount is not given to us. Okay. Shubham invest double the amount, so we can have we have to assume the amount something, and then we can double it after 6 months. And Shubham invest thrice the amount after 8 months. They earn a profit of something. What is the share of the Shubham? So we have got the same concept again. We have got three partners now. There is Amar, there is Shubham, and there is a Shivam, the third partner. We have got three partners here. Okay. Now, what is their investment to time? See, investment value is not given to us. So we can take investment as X, and for double we'll do it 2X, and for the triple we'll do it 3X. Or we can take just one, because ultimately they're going to be get cancelled out. So we can take investment of as value 1 for Amar, and Shubham's investment is double. So we can take 2, and Shubham's investment is triple. So we can take 3. We can take X, 2X, 3X also. We can take 1, 2, 3 also, because ultimately it's going to get cancelled out with each other. So we have taken 1, 2, 3 into, this is the investment factor. We are doing investment into time. That's what we are doing. Investment into time for both, for all three partners. We are doing investment into time. Okay, so investment of first is 1, second is 2, third is 3 into time. For how much time the money of the first partner was in the business, money of Amar was in the business. Amar invests amount at the very beginning, and Shubham invests double the amount after 6 months. Shivam invests after 8 months. So Amar's money was part of the business for from the very beginning till the end. So, and the total tenure of the profit earned is 1 year. So that tells us that Amar's money in the business was for complete 12 months. What about Shubham? Shubham invests double the amount, that is fine, but after 6 months. So if the 6 months have gone in a year, if the 6 months have gone, how many months are left out? Just the 6. So Shubham money will be part of the business for just the 6 months remaining. And if we go to Shivam, Shivam invests thrice the amount, that is fine, after 8 months. So if in a year 8 months have passed out, how many months are left out? Only 4. So Shivam's money will be part of the business for only 4 months. So that's what we take as a time factor, the time for which the investment is part of the business. Amar's money was invested and was part of the business for complete 12 months. Shubham was for just half a year, and Shubham was for just 4 months. So if we solve this further, this is coming out to be 12 is to 12 is to 12. That is nothing but 1 is to 1 is to 1. That is, they all share the equal profit. Okay, they all share the equal profit. They are asking for the Shivam share, so everybody's share is same. So if you want to know the Shivam share, that is going to be total profit is 45,000 to be distributed in, and the sum of ratio terms is 1 plus 1 plus 1 into Shivam share, that will be 1 only, that is 1 by 3 of it. So we can understand it like 1 by 3 of 45,000. Okay, if we solve this, this comes out to be 15,000, and that is going to be the Shivam share in the business, and that is available in option number C, and is the right answer. Okay, next. Mehak and Sadhana are partners in a business. Mehak invests 42,000 for 8 months. Sadhana invests 54,000 for 10 months. Out of the total profit of this, what is Sadhana's share? So we know the concept. There are two partners. One is Mehak, another one is Sadhana. Mehak's investment was 42,000. Okay, Sadhana's investment was 54,000. The next factor that we consider is the time factor. How much time how much time was the money of each was part of the business, that we take as another factor. Mehak's money was in the business for how much time? Mehak invested and for 8 months. So the time factor for which the money is in the business is 8 months multiplied, and the Sadhana's cut is 54,000 for 10 months. So the money of Sadhana was in the business for 10 months. So this is going to be the ratio of the profit share between Mehak and Sadhana. If we simplify this further, this all three zeros are gone like that. Okay, then we can cut some more numbers. Let us write it once again to make it simple. 42 into 8, 54 into 10. That's what we are left out with. We can cut any number. We can cut it by 2 also. This becomes 21. If we cut it by 2, this becomes 27. So it comes out to be 21 into 8 is to 27 into 10. We can still cut the ratio. Okay, so this is 4 to 4 ja 8 into 5 ja 10. So we are left out with 21 into 4, 27 into 5. Okay, this is what we are left out with. Okay, so this is 21 into 4. Ultimately, we are left out with 21 into 4 is to 27 into 5. This 21 and 27 can further cut by 3. 3 7 ja 21, 3 9 ja 27. So the ultimate ratio comes out to be 28 is to 45. That is the ultimate ratio, and the respective partners are Mehak and Sadhana. This is the ultimate ratio that comes out to be. Now, they want us to calculate out of the total profit of 32,840, what is the Sadhana share? So, what is the Sadhana share? Sadhana share will be the total profit is 32,850 divided by sum of ratio terms. Ratio terms are 28 plus 45. And into, if you want to know the sadhana share, the sadhana's part in the ratio is 45 part. Okay, corresponding number related to sadhana is 45, so multiplied by 45. That's what we are supposed to do. If we solve this further, sadhana's value and the sadhana share comes out to be ultimately 20,200 250 rupees. 20,200 and 250 rupees, and that is going to be the right answer for us, available in option number C, and is the right answer. Okay. Now they say A and B entered into a partnership. A and B entered into a partnership with capital in the ratio 4 is to 5. After 3 months, A withdrew 1 by 4 of his capital and B withdrew 1 by 5 of his capital. The gain at the end of 10 months was rupees 760. What is A's share in the profit? Okay. So what is the situation now? See, the basic concept still remains same. The profit share between A and B is to be distributed in the investment into time ratio. That is what is the basic concept. Investment into time ratio. Okay, the ultimate profit is to be distributed between investment into time ratio. Now let us see one by one. So A has invested, let us see, let's make A, the partners are A and B only. What is the investment of A? They have not given the investment value, rather they have given the investment ratio. So we can take like 4x and 5x also, because the investment ratio is 4 is to 5. So we can take A's investment as 4x, B's investment as 5x, or we can ignore x also, because that will ultimately get cancelled. So we can just take 4 for A and 5 for B. The investment of A is 4, investment of B is 5. So we can make it simple like that. Okay. Now, the other factor is time. So let us see it step by step. the money investment was 4, and after 3 months A withdrew 1 by 4 of his capital. So A has withdrawn after 3 months. But what about for those 3 months when he did not withdraw? For those 3 months, money of A, the whole money of part 4, whole money 4 was part of the business. Okay, the whole money 4 was part of the business for three successive months. After 3 months, he has started withdrawing. So the money called as 4 is part of the business for 3 months. So that is the first investment into time for A. Okay, money of 4 is part of the business for 3 months, because after 3 months he is doing that withdrawal thing and all. So for 3 months his money is part of the business. So investment to time will be taken as 4 into 3 for him. Plus what? Then after 3 months he is withdrawing 1 by 4 of his capital. So if he is withdrawing 1 by 4 of his capital, how much capital is left out? 4 was the initial capital minus 1 by 4 of 4. 4 minus 1 by 4 of 4. That's what has been, that will be the remaining capital of A. And how much will be that remaining capital? 4 minus 1 by 4 of 4 will be nothing but 3. So the remaining capital after withdrawing 1 by 4 of the capital will be 3 for A. So the next investment for A can be taken as 3. And let us talk about time. After 3 months, he is withdrawn and then he has not touched it. The gain at the end of 10 months is to be calculated. So total tenure of the business is 10 months. So after 3 months till the end of 10 months, how many months are there? So it is going to be 10 minus 3, that is nothing but 7 months. So this investment of 3 was part of the business for 7 months because it was joined 3 months later and the business ended at 10 months. So the 10 minus 3, 7 months, this particular 3 investment was part of the business. So these are the two component of investment to time for A. Okay, let us find out the component of B. First component is 5, as we already know. The money of 5 was part of the business for how much time? They say B withdrew 1 by 5 of his capital. Okay, at the end of again 3 months, B has withdrawn 1 by 5. But for those 3 months when the withdrawal was not done, the money was part of the business only. So this money 5, the basic investment, the initial investment 5 was part of the business for how many months? For complete 3 months. And after 5 months, he has drawn some withdrawal. So how much withdrawal has been done? 1 by 5 of the withdrawal has been done. So if 1 by 5 of the withdrawal has been done from the initial investment of 5, what is the remaining value? Initial was 5 minus 1 by 5 of 5. Okay, 5 minus 1 by 5 of 5 will give you 4. So the remaining investment becomes 4. Now this particular 4 investment is part of the business for how many months? Again for the 10 months, again for the 7 months. Logic being, because after 3 months, we have to start counting after 3 months and it has to go till 10 months. So the investment time is 7. So it becomes 4 into 7 like that. Okay. So these are the two component for B. Okay. So now we can take the ratio and we can find out. So it's going to be always 4 into 3 is 12. Plus, why do we do plus? Because both the investment part are investment part of A only. So the profit share will be given to A only for both the parts. So for 12 plus 3 7 are 21. Okay, the ratio of this is to be calculated with the ratio of B, that is 15 plus 4 7 are 28. Okay, that's ultimately comes out to be 33 is to 43. Okay, that is the ratio ultimately of A and B, respectively A and respectively B. That is the profit ratio. Now they want us to calculate what? They want us to calculate that there has been a profit after 10 months and what is the A's share in that profit. So that is easy to find out. A's share will be total profit earned is rupees 760 divided by sum of the ratio term, that is 33 plus 43 into, we want to know the A's share. So the A's part, number corresponding to A's part to be taken, that is 33. Okay, if we solve this further, this comes out to be rupees, ultimately this comes out to be 330. So that is what is going to be the profit share of A, rupees 330, and that is available in option number D, and is the right answer. Okay, next. Premchand, Nanak and Prabhat together rented a house for 2 years and settled to pay rupees 1368 as rent. They lived together in this house for 5 months. Then Prabhat left the house and went away. 8 months after, Nanak also went away and left the house for Premchand to live alone. How much did Premchand pay as a rent to this house? Okay, so there has been different conditions. So let us do it. Okay, first of all, we need to know what is the total rent. They say three partners rented a house for 2 years and settled to pay rupees 1368 as rent. Okay, so if 2 years rent is 1368 rupees, we want to know the rent of 1 month. Why we want to know the rent of 1 month? Because after few months, some partners are leaving, so we need to have a right calculation of 1 month's rent so that we can calculate further things. Okay, so 1 month rent, because 2 years rent is how much? 2 years rent they give the value as 1368. So what should be the 1 month's rent? 2 year have got 24 months in it. So 1 month rent should be 1368 divided by 24, which gives us rupees 57. So that is going to be 1 month rent. That can be distributed between two partner, three partner, or can be paid by only one person itself, only one resident itself. Okay. So let us take it. So this particular rent has to be distributed between three partners as they live in there. So the condition start, they live together in this house for 5 months. Okay, we have got three partners here, Premchand, Nanak, and Prabhat. Okay, we'll write like that. Premchand, it's like Premchand, Nanak, and Prabhat. Okay, so together they lived in it for 5 months. So for 5 months, all the partner have to pay the rent. Equal share of the all the partners to be given to them. Okay, so for the 5 months, the calculation becomes how much is to be shared, how much is to be paid by Premchand. That is, for 5 months it has to be distributed. So in the profit share will be. So ultimately, we need to find out first of all, because for the first 5 months, all the three partners were living in it. So profit share of each partner was 57 divided by 3, 57 divided by 3, and 57 divided by 3, because all the three partners were living in there for the first 5 months. So for the first 5 months, the rent share was 57 by 3, 57 by 3, 57 by 3 for each partner. And this condition continued for 5 months, because after 5 months they have done some leaving out thing and all. So for the 5 months, so it has to be multiplied by 5. This also has to get multiplied by 5, and this has to get also multiplied by 5, because this trend has continued for 5 months. So we get the first factor that is there is 57 by 3 into 5, 57 by 3 into 5, 57 by 3 into 5. Then what has happened after 5 months? Then Prabhat left the house. So if Prabhat has left the house, then then we can delete this Prabhat after 5 months. So if Prabhat has left the house, then who all partners are there? There is Premchand and Nanak only live. Now the rent will be distributed to these two only. So the next part of the rent will be 57 by 2, because the rent per month is 57 only. If the partner value is reducing, then we have to divide it by the same number. Now the partner after 5 months are only two. So each will have to pay, Premchand and Nanak will have to pay 57 by 2, 57 by 2 only. And this trend continued for how many months? The Prabhat left the house and went away 8 months after. That means this trend has to continue for 8 months. After 5 months, then 8 months to be continued. So this 57 by 2 has to get multiplied by 8 now. Okay, Prabhat has already gone, so Prabhat is not there in the scene. So for after 8 months, Nanak also went away. So till before the time Nanak has gone, so he has to pay 57 by 2 into 8 also. Okay, similar goes for Premchand also, 57 by 2 into 8. When after 8 months Nanak has also gone, then the two partners are now left out. Prabhat had already gone, Nanak has also gone. So we are left out with Premchand only. And what is the scene of Premchand? They say Nanak also went away and left the house for Premchand to live alone. Now Premchand is living alone. How much did Premchand pay as the rent to this house? Now the house was rented for 2 years. How much time has been passed out? 5 months plus 8 months. That is 13 months have already passed out. And there are 24 months in 2 years. So how many months are left out? If we subtract 24 minus 13, it is 11 months that are left out. Okay. So for these 11 months, Premchand has to live alone and pay the rent by himself. So how much is the rent? It's going to be 57 into, and see, this will not be divided in any number because now Premchand is only left out. So it's whole rent has to be Premchand by whole rent has to be paid by Premchand only. So 57 by 1 into how many months he has to pay this rent is 13 months now. So this is what going to be the Premchand share. Okay. Now let us calculate this. Okay, let us calculate this. So what they are asking in the question? They are asking the question that how much did Premchand pay as the rent? So we can add all these values here. We can add all these value and find out the Premchand's rent. That is going to be 57 by 3. That is 19 into 5 plus the other value is 57 by 2 that is 27.5 into 8, plus the last part is 57 into 13, 57 into 13. If you solve this further, this comes out to be 228 plus 627 plus is equal to, and this 227 plus 627 gives us the final value as rupees 950. So Premchand has to pay how much amount? Premchand has to pay rupees 950 as in rent amount till the time of 2 years completed. That is going to be the right answer, option B. Okay. Question number 7. Rakesh, Rajat, Ramesh started a business, each investing 30,000. After 5 months, Rakesh withdrew 4,000. Rajat withdrew rupees 8,000. And Ramesh invested 8,000 more. At the end of the year, a total profit of this much was recorded. Then how much more than B did A invest? So this is what we want to know. So see, there is 30,000 is the initial investment. We know that in the ratio of profit share will always be between Rakesh, Rajat, and Ramesh, will always be the ratio of investment into time. Okay, the profit should be distributed in the ratio of investment into time for all of them. Okay, if they break down their money in different things, then still we remain focused on the fact that the investment has to be part of the business for how many months. That particular time factor is always taken. So let us begin. Okay. So what is the first thing? They all investment 30,000 at the very beginning. So the first investment is 30,000 for all of them. So 30,000, 30,000, and 30,000 for all of them. All three investment 30,000 rupees in the very beginning. Now, what they are doing after 5 months, Rakesh withdrew something and Rajat withdrew something and Ramesh invested something more. So, till the time 5 months are completed, their investment of 30,000 is part of the business. So, this 30,000 can be multiplied by 5 as a time factor because this particular 30,000 is part of the business for 5 months for all the three partners. So, this has to be as it is. Now, what is happening after 5 years? So, let's add a plus here because they are doing some different thing after 5 months. Okay. So what is being done after 5 months? They're saying Rakesh withdrew rupees 4,000. So if 4,000 is withdrawn, how much is left out? Is 26,000 left out only. So this is the new invested money, and this will be part of the business that we'll see later on. Rakesh withdrew 4,000. So now his investment becomes 20,000. No, it is of the case of Rakesh. So we have to write down in the first part. 26,000 is the Rakesh part now. Okay. Now, what about the Rajat? Rajat withdrew rupees 8,000. Rajat withdrew rupees 8,000. So now Rajat's part will be 30,000 minus 8,000 is going to be 22,000. So Rajat part is now 22,000. And what about Ramesh? Ramesh invested 8,000 rupees more. What was the initial part of Ramesh? Initial part of Ramesh was 30,000. He invested 8,000 more. So now his new investment is 38,000. Okay. Now these are the new investments. Okay. And what are their times? As they have done this all after 5 months, and the profit is calculated at the end of a year. So after 5 months till the end of the year, how many months are left out? A year has got 12 months, subtracted 5, so it has to be 7 months. So all this new investment are part of the business for remaining 7 months only. So they all have to get multiplied by 7. They all have to get multiplied by 7 like that. Okay, so this is going to be the ratio between the three partners. Okay, let us calculate this further. If you want to know the calculation, then the Rakesh money is 30,000 into 5,000 is 1,50,000 multiplied, multiplied is already done, is to sorry, plus 26,000 into 7,000, that is 1,82,000. Okay, this is the Rakesh part. And the Rajat's part is going to be 30,000 into 5 again, so it is 1,50,000 for him also, plus 22,000 into 7,000, that is nothing but 1,54,000. Okay, plus the last part 30,000 into 5, that is 1,50,000 only, multiplied by 38,000 into 7, that is going to be 2,66,000. 2,66,000. Okay, if we simplify further, this comes out to be 3,32,000 is to 3,04,000 plus is to, this is not plus, this is to the last part is 4,16,000. Okay, if we simplify this ratio further, this ultimately comes out to be 83 is to 76 is to 104. What we have done, we have cancelled out these numbers. All these three zeros have gone. Now we are left out with 332, 304, and 416. All these numbers are cut away by 4, And if we cut them by 4, these are the number left out. 83 is to 76 is to 104. That is the ultimate profit ratio share between A, B, and C, and between Rakesh, Rajat, and Ram. Then they want to know then how much more than B did A invest? How much more than B did A invest? This is what they want to know. So we can find out everybody's share, then we can subtract also. So let us find out everybody's share. The share of the first part is to be calculated. The share of Rakesh. Share of Rakesh will be what? Share of Rakesh will be what? The total profit. The total profit is 66,013 rupees divided by sum of ratio term, that is 83 plus 76 plus 104 multiplied by Rakesh part is 83. So this will be the Rakesh share. Similarly, they at the end of there the total was recorded, and the difference between whose are required, how much more than how much more than they are asking for how much more than Rajat recorded. Okay, how much more did Rajat invested than Rakesh? This is what they want to know. How much more did Rajat invested than Rajat? So Rakesh money we can find out like that. If you solve this further, this is coming out to be 66,013 divided by your 83 plus 76 plus 104 is nothing but 263. And if we multiply this way 83, this comes out to be 20,833. 20,833, that's what it comes out to be. Okay, so that is going to be the Rakesh share. And then we are supposed to find out the Rajat share. Rajat share is again going to be the similar way. Rajat share will be nothing but total profit earned is 66,013 divided by sum of ratio terms will be as similar as that. That was 263, the sum of ratio term, multiplied by Rajat's part in the share is 76. So it has to get multiplied by 76. If you solve this further, this comes out to be ultimately 26,000. Rather, it comes out to be 18,072. That is 18,072 rupees. And they are asking in the question, what is the difference between the Rajat and the Rakesh share? So if you subtract them both, okay, so the difference of Rajat share minus Rakesh share, we can subtract them. Rather, Rakesh is first. Okay, Rakesh share and Rajat is share, because Rakesh share is more, is going to be 20,833 minus 18,072. If you subtract this together, this comes out to be ultimately rupees 2,761. Okay, so how much did how much was the more, how much was the difference between Rakesh and the Rajat share? Was nothing but rupees 2,761, and that is available in option number D, and is going to be the right answer for us. Okay, let's have question number 8. What they say: A and B started a partnership business, investing the amount in the ratio 3:5. C joined them after 6 months with an amount equal to that of B. In what proportion should the profit at the end of the 1 year be distributed among A, B, and C? So we have the simple concept. There are three partners, A, B, and C. We distribute their profit in the ratio of their investment into time of the respective partners. We distribute them into investment into time for all the three respective partners. So we have to ultimately do investment to time for all of them, like that. Okay, so let us see what do we have. A, B, and C. A and B started a partnership. They have started. The time factor will be same. Amount in the ratio 3:5. So let us write 3 for A. Let us write 5 for B as the investment part. And C joined them after 6 months with an amount equal to that of B. So amount equal to that of B means amount of 5. Okay, so these are the three investment part. What about the time part? See, A and B have just started. So their money will be part of the business for the entire tenure of the business. That is 1 year, as they say. So they have started. So their money will be part of the business for the entire year. That is nothing but 12 months. Okay. The 12 months for A also and 12 months for B also. Okay. Multiplied by rather 12. So this is nothing but 12. And what about C? For how much time this money is in the business? Okay, they say C joined them after 6 months. So his money will be left out in the business for how much time? Just 6 months, because 6 months have already passed. So how much time his money will in the business will be for 6 months. So this is what is the respective ratio. So if we solve this further, this comes out to be 12 3 the 36 is to 60 is to 30. And if we simplify this further, this comes out to be 6 is to 10 is to 5. So that is what is the respective ratio between A, B, and C, in which any of the profit earned after 1 year will be distributed in 6 is to 10 is to 5. That is available in option number D and is the right answer. Next, Tanya, Ritu, Vanita enter into a partnership with the ratio 1/5, 1:6, and 1/9. After 3 months, Tanya withdraws one third of her capital, and after 9 months, a profit of this much was earned. What is the C share? Or rather, we want to know what is the Vanita share. This is not C share. What is the Vanita share? We want to know. Okay, so let us find out. Okay, we have got the similar kind of a connection between partnership and investment into time. So let us simplify the ratio given to us. The ratio given to us between Tanya is to Ritu is to Vanita is in fractions. So obviously we don't deal in fractions type of ratio. We have to simplify them together. What do we do for simplifying this fractional ratio is, first we take the LCM of 569. LCM of 569 uh, is going to be 90. LCM of 569 is going to be 90. Now we can simplify this. 5 if 5 divides 90, it comes out to be 18. If 6 divides 90, it comes out to be 15. If 9 divides 19, it comes out to be 10. So the ultimate ratio between TRV is nothing but 18 is to 15 is to 10. That's what we have simplified. The ratio between TRV is 18 is to 15 is to 10. Now let's just start with the question. They enter into partnership in the ratio. So this is what their investment ratios. Okay, we can write like this. Tanya is there, Ritu is there, Vanita is there. Investment part of Tanya is 18, investment part of Ritu is 15, and investment part of Vanita is 10. This is the investment part. Now we multiply this investment part with the time factor. So they enter into partnership. After 3 months, Tanya withdraws. So for after 3 months, somebody is withdrawing, but for 3 months, everybody's share is part of the business. So we can multiply this investment into 3 first, because because for these 3 months everybody's money in the business. So we have multiplied this investment into 3 first. Then what is happening after 3 months, that will be find out by doing plus to the next term. Tanya withdraws one third of her capital. So the Tanya's capital initially was 18. What is one third of Tanya? Will be 18 by 3, that is 6. So 6 has been withdrawal. 6 has been withdrawal. So how much is remaining for Tanya? Remaining is 18 minus 6 is 12 is remaining for Tanya. Okay. After 6 months, she has withdrawn some part of it. After 3 months, rather, Tanya withdraws one third of her capital. So if Tanya's one third is gone, that is one third of Tanya, that is 18 minus 6 has gone. So how much she has left out with? That is 12. So she is left out with 12 part of it. So investment part is now 12, because one third she has withdrawn. So after 3 months, 12 is the new investment. And after this, they are and after 9 months, a profit of rupees 680 is earned. Okay, so this money is running for 9 months, and after three months have already passed out. So if 3 months have already passed out and the business ends after 9 months, so how much money, how much time, for how much time this the remaining part will be for the part of the business will be 9 minus 3, just the 6 months, because 3 months have already gone, and after 9 months business is going to get closed. So how many months are left out? 9 minus 3, 6. So for 6 months remaining, this money of 12 will be part of the business. Okay, the next factor is one third of her capital. Tanya has withdrawn one third of the capital, and after 9 months, a profit of 680 is earned, divided among them. What is the C share or the Vanita share? So now this is the respective ratio that we have to find out. Okay, obviously, as they say, the Ritu and Vanita has not done anything with the investment. They have stayed to the initial investment only. So we'll do what? After 3 months, Tanya had only withdrawal. So the Ritu and Vanita had not touched their money. So into 3 will can be converted into 12, because Ritu and Vanita have kept their money untouched as it is for complete tenure of the business. That was 9 months rather. Okay, complete tenure of the business was 9 months. So they can be multiplied by 9. Similarly, Vanita has kept his money untouched for the complete tenure of the business. That was 9 months. So their money will be multiplied by 9. So let us simplify this further. 18 into 3 is 54, plus 12 into 6 is going to be 72. 54 plus 72 is Tanya's share, multiplied by 15 into 9. Okay, that is going to be 135 is Ritu's share, and Vanita's share is going to be 90. If we add this together, this is going to be 6, and 126 is to 135 is to 90. That is going to be the share. Okay, this is what is the new profit share. 126 is to 135 is to 90. If we solve this further, then we can cut away by some number. We can cut this by, I believe, 9 cannot cut this, I think. Yes, 9 1 ja 9, 4. Yes, 9 can cut all these number. So we cut them by 9. So this comes out to be 9 1 9 and 3 9 4 36 is to 9 1 9 4 9 5 15 is to 14 is to 15 is to 10. That's what is the ratio comes out to be between Tanya, Ritu and Vanita respectively. They're asked for the Vanita share, so we can find out the profit is 680. So Vanita's share can be found out by total profit is 680 divided by sum of ratio term, that is 14 plus 15 plus 10, and multiplied by Vanita's part in the business is 10, so multiplied by 10. If we solve this further, this comes out to be 680 divided by 29 plus 10 is 39 into 10. That's what we are supposed to do. And this is what is the final one. So we are supposed to divide this 680 divided by 39. We can cut this 39 by 3 also, and 13 also. Can be cut 680 by 3 or 13? 6, no, it cannot be cut. So this is what is the last value remains, 680 divided by 39 into 10. Okay, 680 divided by 39 into 10. Okay, as the question suggests, Rakesh, Rajat and Ramesh started a business, each investing rupees 30,000. After 5 months, Rakesh withdrew rupees 4,000, Rajat withdrew rupees 8,000, and Ramesh invested 8,000 more. At the end of the year, a total profit of 66,013 rupees was recorded. Then how much more did Rajat did Rakesh earn the profit? So the basic concept of the partnership is remaining the same. Basic concept of the partnership remains same. That is investment into time concept. Okay, investment into time. Okay, the profit share is always distributed in terms of investment into time between their partners. Investment into time of partner A multiplied by investment into time of the partner B. This is how the ratio is always distributed. Here we have got three partners, namely Rakesh, Rajat and Ramesh. Okay, so let us begin with the concept. The first thing is they each investing 30,000 rupees. Okay, so let us start making then. First of all, the first partner is Rakesh. So how much did he invest? He invest initially 30,000 rupees. Okay, and after 5 months he is withdrawing 4,000 rupees. But for 5 months this 30,000 is part of the business, so this 30,000 capital has to get multiplied by 5. Okay, so this is the first part of the money that Rakesh has invested 30,000 rupees for 5 months. After 5 months, what is he doing? After 5 months, he withdrew rupees 4,000 rupees. So now, if he is withdrawing 4,000 rupees, so the another part of his money only is 4,000 withdrawn. So the remaining part is 26,000 into, and Rakesh withdrew 4,000 rupees and then he did not touch his money, and the money was continued till the end of the business, and the business ended till how much? Okay, at the end of the year. So business ended till the end of the year. So after 5 months, how many months would have left to make it the end of the year? That should be 7 only. So this 26,000 money will be part of the business for the 7 months. This is the Rakesh's share. Is to, let us make the Rajat's share of it. Okay, investment into time. The initial investment for all the three partners had been same, so it is 30,000 into 5 only. Plus the next investment part of the Rajat is how much? Then they say Rajat withdrew rupees 8,000 rupees. So if he withdrew 8,000 rupees, the money that was left out was 22,000 into, then this withdrawal has been done after 5 months. So again, the remaining part of the money, that is 22,000, will be part of the business for 12 month minus 5 month, that is 7 months only. So this 22,000 will be part of the business for 7 months. That's why the 22,000 has been multiplied with 7. Is to the third part, if the is the part of the third partner, that is of Ramesh. Okay, that is the third part. What is the third part? Investment. Initial investment of all the three partners was 30,000 only, so and that will last for 5 months only, because the initial investment is not touched, and after 5 months everything is changing. So after 5 months, what was done by Ramesh? So after 5 months, Ramesh invested 8,000 more. So if he invested 8,000 more, then the next part should be the okay. The next part should be 30,000 into 5 plus the next part 8,000 more he invested. So 30 plus 8, that should be 38,000 into how much time this money will be part of the business. After 5 months, there will be only 7 months left. For 7 months, this will be part of the business. So these are the three investment shares. If we solve these numbers, then we're going to get as 1,50,000 plus 1,82,000 for the Rakesh part is to 1,50,000, 1,50,000 plus the Rajat's another part is 22,000 to 7, that is nothing but 2 lakh, 1,54,000. 54,000 plus the last part is Ramesh's part. So 1,50,000 will be as it is, plus how much more did he contribute? That is 26,000, uh, 38,000 to 7. That is nothing but 2,66,000. So these are the three parts. If we add them together, this comes out to be 3,32,000. The first part is to 3,04,000. The second part is to 4,16,000, the third part. So these are the three parts that are coming. Okay, if we make them simple, we can divide them all by, they can be all cut by 4,000. So if we cut all these three numbers by 4,000, then we can get the simplified ratio, and which is coming out to be 83 is to 76 is to 104. So that is the simplified ratio coming out, 83 is to 76 is to 104. Now they want to know that how much more than Rajat did Rakesh earn the profit. Okay, how much more than Rajat did Rakesh earn the profit? So let us find out the Rakesh part. How much is the Rakesh part? Okay, the Rakesh part. Rakesh is the first one. So Rakesh part is 83. And how much is the other person for which we have to compare is Rajat? How much is Rajat's part? Let us find out. So Rajat's part is 104. Okay, Rajat part is going to be 104 and Rakesh's part is going to be uh, 83 part. Okay, let us see that once again. Okay, as they're asking for the difference between Ramesh part, and they're asking for the difference between the Rajat part and the Rakesh part. That is the first part and the first person and the second person. Okay, so the Rajat part is not 104, but the Rajat part is 76 rather. So we need to find out the, so let us find the difference of the part directly. Difference of the part, if we do, that is going to be 83 minus 76. That is nothing but 7 part. So the right answer should be 7 part of it, and we need to find out the value of this 7 part also. So the uh, total, the share of the total value is 66,013 rupees divided by the seventh part is to be found out. So sum of the ratio term, that is 83 plus 76 plus 104, that is the sum of the ratio terms as done in the earlier questions also, into the difference part is the 7 part. So we'll do into 7. So this is what is the ultimate solution. If we solve this, this is ultimately coming out to be 1757. Okay, so this value is coming out to be rupees 1757. So we can easily conclude that uh, Rajat was rupees 1757 rupees behind Rakesh in earning. So that's what is going to be the answer. Option number D. Okay. Question number 8. A and B started a partnership business investing the amount, the ratio 3 is to 5. C joined them after 6 months with an amount equal to that of B. So again, we're going to go by investment into time concept. Investment into time, that will be the profit share of each partner. Okay. So let us find out the profit share. So investment part between A and B. Okay. Let us find out for A. So investment part is 3. Okay, and how much his investment lasted, then with an equal amount and that proportion should be the profit at the end of the year. Okay, so this money of A, that is 3 part, has been part of the business for the complete year, so that is 12 months. What about B? Okay, B's part was 5 and B's part was 5, and how much time the B's money was in the business? So B did not change his money also, so his money was in the business for 12 months again. If we find out for C, then C had joined after 6 months. So the time factor from here for him will be 12 minus 6, that is 6 only. And how much will be the investment factor? They say after 6 months with an amount equal to that of B. And B had contributed 5 parts. So his part, C's part will also be 5. So this is going to be the ratio that is to be distributed. Okay, that is 3 into 12 is to 5 into 12 is to 5 into 6. If we solve this together, this comes out to be 6 is to 10 is to 5. So that is the ultimate ratio required. That is, the profit will be distributed between A, B, and C in the ratio 6 is to 10 is to 5, which is available in option number D. Is the right answer. Okay, let us see the next one. Tanya, Ritu, Vanita enter into a partnership. The ratio is 1 by 5 is to 1 by 6 is to 1 by 9. After 3 months, Tanya withdraws two-thirds of her capital. Okay, so let us begin. Let us make the parts of each and everybody. Okay, first of all, we need to simplify this ratio. We need to find out this ratio in the complete whole numbers. So the ratio is 1 by 5 is to 1 by 6 is to 1 by 9. And this ratio is respectively of Tanya, Ritu, and Vanita. So let us simplify this ratio by taking the LCM. LCM of all these three numbers 5, 6, and 9 is going to be, let us take this as 90, and we can divide these numbers. 5 divides 90 as 18, 6 divides 90 as 15, and 9 divides 90 as 10. So the ultimate ratio between all these three girls is 18 is to 15 is to 10. So that is the partnership investment ratio. Okay, they have come into the partnership with their investment ratio 18 is to 15 is to 10 respectively for Tanya, Ritu and Vanita. So this is the investment ratio first. Then they are saying that Tanya has, after 3 months, Tanya has withdrawn. So let us begin with that part. We are about to begin with the investment into time part of each and every partner. So the first partner is Tanya. His investment was 18. So let us take the investment part as 18x. Instead of 18, we can take 18x also. So let's say the investment of Tanya is 18x. So investment is 18x into time factor. How much time? After 3 months, he has changed his amount in the business. So this 18x will be part of the business for 3 months first. Then, then they say Tanya withdraws two-third of her capital. So 18x minus two-third of 18x. That's what we are supposed to find out. 18x minus two-third of 18x. That much would be the left out part, and that is nothing but 18x minus 12x. That is going to be 6x. So after withdrawal of two-third of amount, Tanya would have left out with 6x of amount. So the later part will be 6x into, and this particular 6x will be part of the business for how much time? They say they want to calculate this for after 9 months. Okay, so this 6x will be part of the business for 9 months further. That will be that will be the Tanya's part. Both the parts is to, let's make the Ritu's part. Okay, the first factor is after 9 months they've done. So Ritu has done no change to his investment. So we will take as it is value of Ritu, that is nothing but 15x, and this 15x will be part of the business for complete 12 months because she has not changed any composition. The third partner is Vanita. What is his value? The investment part was 10 part, so it is going to be 10x into his part of the money is also in the business for complete 12 months. So this is how we're going to make the ratio. If we solve this further, this comes out to be 108x is to 180x is to 120x. Okay. If we solve this further, the ratio is coming out to be 9 is to 15 is to 10. Okay. So this is the ratio in which the profit is to be distributed. Now they're asking for whose share? They're asking for Vanita's share. Okay. So that in the same way we can find out Vanita's share also. So Vanita's share will be the total profit. Total profit, as they say in the question, is 680 divided by sum of the ratio terms. So that is 9 plus 15 plus 10 multiplied by Vanita's part. So Vanita's part was the 10th part. So we're going to multiply this with 10. If we solve this further, this comes out to be 680 by 34 into 10. That is nothing but rupees 200. So that is the right answer, rupees 200, and which is in the options available as option number B. So that is going to be the right answer. Next, question number 10. Nandini started a business by investing rupees 65,000. After some time, Radhika joined her with the 58,000. If the total profit earned at the end of the 2 years was in the ratio 60 to 29, so the basic concept remains same. The profit will be always distributed in the ratio of investment into time between all the partners. Okay, so let us find out the parts of each and every partner. They say Radhika started a business by investing 65,000. So for Radhika, the investment was 65,000 and the time factor was, after some time Radhika joined. Okay, for this is for Nandini rather. Okay, Nandini started with 65,000. After some times Radhika joined with her capital of 68,000. So if we talk about Radhika, she had started with an investment of 58,000. Okay, sometime they say after some time Radhika has joined. So we don't know about that particular time. So let us assume one thing. Let Radhika joined for X months. Okay, let the money of the Radhika was part of the business for X months. Let us assume like that. So if this is the situation, then the money of Radhika will be part of the business for X months. And what about Nandina? They said the 65. She started with 65,000, and the total profit earned at the end of 2 years. So money of Nandini was part of the business for 2 months. That is nothing but 24 months. 2 years. That is nothing but 24 months. So this is the ultimate ratio of the profit share investment in time for both Nandini and Radhika. And they say this ratio is nothing but equal to 60 is to 29. As already given, the profit share ratio is 60 is to 29. So we need to solve this. So we can do some cross multiplication thing. We can do like 65,000 into 24. We are doing the cross multiplication into 29 into 29 is equal to 58,000 into x into 60. So solving this, we're going to get x value as 13. Okay, so the Radhika joined after. So Radhika's money was in the business for 30 months. So they had asked after how many months did Radhika join. So if the Radhika was money was in the business for 13 months and the total tenure of the business was 24 months. So Radhika joined after how many months? So Radhika would have joined after how many months? Radhika joined after there was total of 24 months tenure and Radhika's money was in the business for 13 months. So she would have joined after 24 minus 13, that is nothing but 11 months. Okay, she would have joined after 11 months, and that is the right answer. Option number A. Okay, as the question says, a business was started by A, B, and C. At the end of 1 year, the profit of rupees 2835 was 35 was to be distributed among A, B, and C in the portion of 9 is to 10 is to 8 respectively. What is the difference between the share of B and C? Okay, so let us find out the investment share first, or let us find out the profit share first. So they say the profit share is 9 is to 10 is to 8. So we'll assume that the shares of the profit are that the shares are 9x, 10x, and 8x respectively for A, B, and C. So this is what we'll assume. The total particular share is 9x, the 9x rupees, 10x rupees, and 8x rupees. As they say, the total profit was 2835. So the sum of all these three shares should be equal to 2835 only. That means 9x plus 10x plus 8x is actually equal to 2835. So the sum of all of them is 27x is equal to 2835, which gives x value as 105. Okay, so the x value is coming out to be 105. They has asked for what is the difference between the share of B and C. So we are supposed to find out the difference between B and C's share. So the B's share was 10x. So if we want to know the difference between B minus C share, so the B share is 10x minus C share is 8x. So that is nothing but 2x. Okay, and we know the x value as 105. So the B minus C will be nothing but 2 into 105. That is nothing but rupees 210. So that is the ultimate ratio. That is the ultimate difference of B minus C's value. That is nothing but rupees 210 rupees. Now, if 3 times A is capital is equal to 6 times B is capital is equal to 9 times C is capital, then out of the total profit of 2750, he wants us to calculate what will A receive. Okay, so let us take down this first. They say 3 times of A is equal to 6 times of B is equal to 9 times of C. Let us assume all this equal to K. So we are assuming let all these is equal to a constant variable, a unknown variable K. So if that is so, so we can relate each and everything one by one and then find out each and every partner's value. So if 3A is equal to K, which that will give us A value as K by 3. Similarly, if 6b is equal to k, then that will give us p value as k by 6. Similarly, if 9c is equal to k, that will give us c value as k by 9. So these are the A, B, C's values, A, B, C share rather, and they have all what they say. So let us find out the profit share. A, B is to C will be nothing but k by 3 is to k by 6 is to k by 9. So let us find out the simple version of this. For that, we take the LCM. The LCM of 3, 6, and 9 is nothing but 18. So this has to be 6. 6k is to this has to be 3k, as this has to be 2k. So the ultimate ratio between A, B, C is coming out to be 6 is to 3 is to 12. Okay, so the ultimate ratio test is coming out to be, sorry, 6 is to 3 is to 2. 6 is to 2, 3 is to 2. That is the ultimate ratio coming. Now, they are asking for the A share, so we can easily find out. So A share will be nothing but the total profit, that is 2750, divided by sum of ratio term, that is 6 plus 3 plus 2, multiplied by the A's value. A's value is nothing but 6, so that has to get multiplied by 6. How much this becomes? 2750 divided by 9 plus 2, 11 multiplied by 6, which is gives us the value as 1500. So the A's value is nothing but 1500 rupees, which is available in option number C. Now, let us take down the next question. Mahesh, Suresh, and Bhavesh started a business by investing 2,30,000, 2,50,000, and 3,000 respectively. Find the share of each when their annual profit is 93,600. So, as we know, that share of profit is distributed in the form of in the ratio of investment into time. okay, of each and every partner. Here the time factor is common for all because they're saying they started the business. If all three are starting the business and there is no change done in the investment, then that means all the money of each and every partner is part of the business for all the time. So the time factor can be ignored because the time factor is same for all. So the profits will be distributed in the investment ratio only. So what is going to be the investment ratio? The investment ratio between Mahesh, Suresh and Bhavesh. That's what we are about to find out. So the investment ratio is 2,30,000 is to 2,30,000 is to 2,50,000 is to 3 lakh. Okay. So the investment ratio is this. If we simplify this number, this is coming out to be 23 is to 25 is to 30. So that should be the profit share ratio in which the profit should be distributed between these three partners. So let us find out each and everybody's capital. So M's profit share, Mahesh's profit share will be the total profit is 93,600 divided by sum of ratio term, that is 23 plus 25 plus 30, multiplied by Mahesh's part. We want to know the Mahesh's part. Mahesh's part is the first part, that is 23, so that has to get multiplied by 23. If we solve this further, this comes out to be 27,600. This comes out to be 27,600. That is going to be the Mahesh's share. Let us find out the another one's share. Another one is Suresh. So it is again going to be the same 93,600 total profit divided by sum of the ratio term, that was 23 plus 25 plus 30, multiplied by Suresh's part was how much? Suresh's part was the center part, which was 25. If you solve this further, this comes out to be rupees 30,000. So this is the Suresh's part, 30,000. Let us find out the part of the last person, that is Bhavesh. That is going to be again the total profit is 93,600 divided by sum of ratio term, that is 23 plus 25, which is 48 plus 30, that is 78, multiplied by Suresh's part was nothing but 30. So multiplied by 30. If you solve this further, this comes out to be rupees 36,000. So the shares of each and every partner was respectively what? Respectively 27,600, 30,000 and 36,000, which is available in option number A, 27,600, 30,000 and 36,000. That is the right answer. Okay, let's have the another one. Mayank started a business investing rupees 8,200 in 2012. In 2013, he invested an additional amount of rupees 5,000 and Pushkar joined him with an amount of rupees 7,000. So let us take down one by one. Obviously, the investment into time will be the ultimate measure in which the profit will be distributed. So let us calculate for each and every partner. Let us find out for the first partner, that was Mayank, who started the business actually. So the first investment of Mayank was started a business investing 8,200. So the first money in the business of Mayank was 8,200. And for how much time this lasted? Let us see whether Mayank had made any changes further. In 2013, he invested additional amount of 5,000. So that means this 8,200 had been remained for 1 year, that is 12 months. So 8,200 into 12, that is the first part of Mayank. Another part of Mayank is then in 2000 he invested an additional amount of 5,000. So the total amount now becomes 8,200 plus 5,000, that is 13,200, and this will remain for how much time now? They say Pushkar joined later on. In the beginning, Mayank invested. So in the third year, Mayank invested additional more. So this 13,200 will be unchanged for just 1 year, because in third year it is again changing. So 13,200 into 12 again. That will be the second year of for Mayank. What about the third year for Mayank? So in the third year, they say amount of 7,000 additionally was invested. So the total amount becomes 20,200 multiplied by, now this 20,200 will last for how much? Till the complete year. So this is the investment split of Mayank as per the different time. Let us find out the investment split of the another partner, that is your the he invested in this man. Pushkar joined. So let us find out for Pushkar. Okay, so Pushkar joined him. Pushkar has joined with additional amount in 2013. That is 1 year later. So the Pushkar's first investment was nothing but how much? Okay, if you find out, it is going to be he initiated joined him with 7,500 rupees, and Dhruv joined them with an amount, and then Pushkar withdrew all his investments. So since this 7,500 that he had come up with, he had withdrew in the third year. So this 7,500 was part of the business for just 1 year, that is the second year. So this Pushkar's part will be 7,500 into 12 only. Okay, let us find out the third partner's part who had joined in the in the third year itself. That was Dhruv. Okay, what had Dhruv done? Okay, Dhruv joined them with an amount of 9,500. So his investment, Dhruv's investment was 9,500, and he joined in the final year only. So his money would have been part of the business for just 1 month, for just 1 year. That is into 12. So this is the profit share distribution. So if we solve this further for all three partners, this is going to be ultimately 4,99,200 is to 90,000 is to 1,14,000. So this is the investment and the profit share ratio between Mayank, Pushkar, and Dhruv. If we solve these numbers further, so the ultimate ratio comes out to be 416 is to 75 is to 95. So this is the ultimate ratio comes out to be. Then they want us to know at the end of the year, the profit of 52,740 has happened. And at the end of the year, they want to know the Pushkar share. So let us do that. So, so what we're going to do? So the Pushkar share, to find out the Pushkar share, the total profit has been of 52,740 rupees divided by sum of the ratio terms, that is 416 plus 75 plus 95, multiplied by, if you want to know the Pushkar share, the Pushkar is the second person, that is multiplied by 75. So we're going to multiply this by 75. Okay, if you multiply this and then find out the real answer, it comes out to be rupees 6750. So that is the ultimate answer. Rupees 6750. Rupees 6750 is the ultimate answer. So that is going to be the right answer available in option number D. Okay, so the question says the ratio of investment of Kaushal and Guddu is 11 is to 12. Okay, so we have two people, Kaushal and Guddu. Their investment are in the form of in the ratio of 11 is to 12, and the profits are in the ratio 2 is to 3. If the Kaushal invested money for 8 months, then for how much time did Guddu invested the money? So as we know, in the questions of partnership, we are dealing in the investment into time factor. The profit share should be distributed in the ratio of investment into time of both the partners. So the investment part of both the partners is also given. The profit share is also given 2 is to 3. The time factor for only Kaushal is given, that is 8 months, and the time factor for the other person, that is Guddu, is unknown. So we're going to assume first, let's say, let Guddu invested for X months. Let the money of Guddu was there in the business for X month. Okay. So in that case, investment into time. So let us make for Kaushal. Kaushal's part of investment is 11 into Kaushal part of the time factor. Kaushal remained it money for the business in the business for 8 months. So 11 into 8 is the Kaushal part of profit share is 2. Guddu's part of investment is, they say the Guddu investment part is 12, 11 is to 12. So it is 12 into how much time Guddu's money was in the business. So we have assumed the Guddu money was in the business for X months. So we can take 12 into X here. And this ratio is already given out to be 2 is to 3. As they say, the profit ratio is 2 is to 3. So this ratio is already given. So we can solve this. For example, 88 by 12x is going to be 2 by 3. And if we need to cross multiply this, okay, if we cross multiply, we're going to get the x value as nothing but 22 into 3 divided by 2 into 3, which gives us x value as 11 months. Okay, so x value comes out to be 11 months. So that is the answer for how much time the Guddu's money was in the business. Option D, 11 months. Now, the next question says, Neeraj and Birju are partners in a business. They divide between them the profit incurred in the business in such a proportion that 2/5 of portion of profit gained by Neeraj is equal to 1/3 of the profit gained by Birju. So let us distribute like that. That Neeraj is to uh, Birju, we have to find out. They say 2/3 of Neeraj, profit of 2/3 of Neeraj is equal to 1/3 of Birju's, that is Birju's 1/3 b by 3. So this is the ratio given to us. So from here where we can find out the Neeraj and Birju's ratio. So Neeraj by Birju, if you want to know, n by b is nothing but 5 is to 6 or 5 by 6. So we know the ratio of Neeraj and Birju's investment is profit is 5 by 6. Now let us find out the Birju's share then. So the Birju's share in the profit will be how much? This is the profit share they get, 5 is to 6. So Birju's share in the profit will be total profit. How much is the total profit? That is 1210 rupees divided by sum of the ratio term, that is 5 plus 6, multiplied by, we are looking for Birju's share, and which is 6 part. Okay, so multiply by 6. If we solve this, this comes out to be rupees 660. So that is going to be the profit share of Birju in the question, and available in option number PN is the right answer, 660. Now, in the question number 17, they say A and B started a business in partnership with investment rupees 4,000 and 6,000. Okay, so investment is 4,000 into 6,000. At the end of the year, total profit was 2250. What will each of them get? So, as you know, the profit share is distributed in the terms of investment into time. They said they both have started the partnership together, so there is no time factor. Okay, so time factor can be taken as 1 1 for both of them, and let's not count the time factor, and let us ignore the time factor because it is same for both. So, the ultimate profit ratio will be the ratio of their investment. So the profit will be distributed in the ratio of their investment, which is 4,000 into 6,000, respectively for A and B. Okay, 4,000 to 6,000, that is nothing but 2 is to 3. So this is how the profit will be distributed between A and B is 2 is to 3. Now they want to know at the end of the total profit is what will each of them get. So let us find out. Let us find out A's share. That is the total of the profit, that is 2250, divided by sum of the ratio terms, that is 2 plus 3, multiplied by first part, that is 2. So if you solve this, this comes out to be rupees 900. Okay. What about the other one? B is total profit is again 2250 divided by sum of the ratio term, that is 2 plus 3, multiplied by 3, because B's part is 3 part out of it. That gives you the rupees 1350. So these are the profit share of A and B respectively, to 900 and 1350, which is available in option number A and is the right answer. Next, A and B enter into a partnership with capital of 4 is to 5. At the end of 9 months, A withdraws if the share of amount profit in the ratio is 9 is to 10. So the profit share is also given between A is to B is 9 is to 10. Okay, and their investment ratio is also given. Investment ratio is given as 4 is to 5. Okay, what else has been given? The time factor is need to be calculated. So let us start the question. They say enter the partnership 4 is to 5. At the end of 9 month, A withdraws everything. Okay, the share of annual profit in the ratio 9 is to 10. So the annual profit has been calculated. So we can solve the question like this. So there is A, there is B. Okay, investment ratio is as given 4 and 5. So the time factor, how much is the time factor? They say at the end of 9 months, 8 withdraws. So the time for which the money of A is in the business is 9 months. So let us write 9 in front of time in ahead beneath A, and B's investment for how much time was there in the business, that is unknown. So let us assume, let's say B invested his money for, let's say, X months. Okay, let us take B invested the money for X months. So the time for which the B's money was in the business was X months. Okay, and the profit ratio is already given, that is 9 is to 10. Okay, so we know that investment into time is the profit share only. So we're going to do 4 into 9. Investment to time for A is 2. For B, it is 5 into X. Investment to time ratio, and this should be equal to 9 is to 10. Okay, if we solve this further, this comes out to be, X value comes out to be 72 by 9, which is nothing but 8. We have done the cross multiplication here. If we do the cross multiplication, this gives us 360 is equal to 45x, which gives us further X value as 360 by 45, or this can also come out to be 8, or we could have done 72 by 9. That is also giving you the value as 8. So that is the X value. Okay, so the time for which the B invested his money is nothing but 8 months, which is available in option number B, 8 months. Okay. Amit, Sumit, and Suresh started a business with capitals in the ratio 2:3:4. Amit took back half of his investment after 3 months. Okay, and Sumit took back 1/3 of the portion of his investment after 4 months, and the year there is a total profit. So we'll stick to the same fact that investment into time will give you the profit credit. Okay, investment into time will give you the profit credit. Okay, so let us begin. The investment ratio is 2 is to 3 is to 4. If we talk about investment ratio, that is 2 is to 3 is to 4, but this is the initial investment ratio. Then the things are changing after a little short of time. So let us begin with the first part itself. Let us find out Amit's investment part. So the initial investment is 2 into for how much month it was there in the part of the business. Amit took back half of his investment after 3 months. So for 3 months, the investment was untouched. So 2 into 3 is the first part. Plus, then after 3 months, he took back half of his investment. So how much investment is left? 2 minus 1, that is one part is only left, and this will stay till how much? Amit did not change any investment in for the till the end of the year then. So how many months this one part would have been in the business? Remaining 9 months. So 1 into 9 for A. Both the part belong to A. Then comes out to Sumit. Okay, let's come down to Sumit part. Okay, what has Sumit done? The first part of the Sumit's investment is 3, and Sumit has done any change? So took back one third portion of his investment after 4 months. So for 4 months, Sumit has not touched his money. So 3 into 4 plus the another part of Sumit is after 4 months, what has Sumit done? He has withdrawn one third. So if one third has been withdrawn out of 3, so how much part would have left out? Only 2 part would have left out, into how much time has been left out? 4 months are already over. So how much time has left out? 8 months have been left out. So 2 into 8 for Sumit. And the last person that we have is Suresh. What is his case? So the first part of Suresh is they all had started together. So 4 part, and has what has he has done? Suresh gets a profit of 3,200. The ultimate profit has been given, and Suresh has not made any changes throughout. So the 4 part will remain in the business for complete 12 months. So let us find out the ratio. So this is going to be 6 plus 9, that is 15, is to the another part is going to be 12 plus 16, that is 28. Another part is going to 12 is to 4, that is 40. So this is the ultimate ratio. 15 is to 28 is to 48 between Amit, Sumit, and Suresh. And what they have said, Suresh gets a profit of 3,200. So we have to find out the total profit. Let's say the total profit is, let's say total profit is, let's say the total profit is nothing but P. If you assume like this, then we can find out Suresh part. So Suresh part, whose part is given? It's uh, the profit. Suresh gets a profit. So Suresh part is given. So Suresh part can be find out by total profit, that is P, divided by sum of ratio terms, that is nothing but 15 plus 28 plus 48, multiplied by Sumit's part. Sumit's part is the second part, that is 28. So multiplied by, okay, the Sumit part is Amit, Sumit, and Suresh. The 3 person are there, and Suresh part is given. So we are finding out Suresh part. So Suresh part is the last part, that is 48. So multiplied by 48. That's what we are supposed to do. And by chance, Suresh part is already given, and that is given as 3,200. So we need to solve this much part of the question, and then we'll be able to find out the value of P. So if we do that, this comes out to be P by 28 plus 15 plus 48, which is nothing but 91. Okay, into 48 is going to be 3,200. So we need to solve this. We can cut these two numbers by 16. 16 3 ja 48, 16 2 ja 32, and 200. Then the P part comes out to be 200 into 3 by 91, and which is ultimately coming out to be rupees 60,662 by 3 rupees. Okay, so this much is the amount coming for this much is the total profit coming out to be 60,662 into 2 plus 2 by 3. That is option number B is the right answer. Next, a sum of money is divided among 4% in the ratio 3, 4, 5, 6. The largest share is 8,000 more than the second lowest. Find the total sum. So let us do it this way. Okay, let's say the money is divided among 4%. So the each one shares how much? 3x, 4x, 5x, and 6x. Okay, they say largest share is 8,000 more than the second lowest. So largest share is 6x. They say the 6x is 8,000 more than 6x is 8,000 more than second lowest. So lowest is 3x, second lowest must be 4x. So we can say like largest 6x minus the second lowest, that is 4x. The difference is 8,000. So this gives us x value as 8,000 divided by 2, that is nothing but 4,000. They're asking for what is the total sum. So total sum will be the summation of all these parts over there. So that is 3x plus 4x plus 5x plus 6x. That will be the total sum. Okay, if we add them together, this is going to be 7 plus 5, 12 plus 6, 18x. So if you solve this further, this is going to be 18 into 4. That is nothing but 72,000. So that is the total sum. 72,000 is the right answer, available in option number A. Next, ABC invested in a certain amount in opening a chemist shop. At the end of a year, they got rupees 2 lakh as profit. If they decided to keep 5, 6, 7 as part of their profits, For further investment, find their initial investment. So this is what we are supposed to know. As they say, they have invested in a certain amount, opening a company. At the end of the year, they got their total profit has been given. Okay, so total profit is given as 2 lakh rupees. What else they have been given? If they decided to keep 5 to 6 to 7 as part of their profit in the for the further investment. See, the problem is they are saying that 5 is to 6, 5 is to 6 is to 7 out of this 2 lakh they are keeping for the further investment, but they are not telling what is the initial investment. So unless and until we know the initial investment value, we are not able to find out the profit share. Okay, if we are not able to find out the profit share, then obviously it is impossible to calculate. Okay, the profit share the total profit has been given, but their profit share is not given. They are just saying that they decided to keep 5, 6, 7 as parts of their profit, but how much is the profit share in which the profit is to be distributed, that is missing. So if that is missing, then it is very difficult, or then it is impossible to find out the initial investment. So the answer is cannot be determined, option number E. Next, Poonam and Radha opened a bakery by investing 5,300, 4,200. After 6 months, Shruti joined them with 2,300. How much profit did Poonam earn at the end of the year? Okay, so let us find out the investment into time ratio. Let us find out investment into time ratio for all of them. Okay, let us talk about Poonam first. How much she had invested? She had invested 5,300 and started, and Shruti joined with it. How much profit at the end of the year? So this 5,300 was part of the business for complete year, that is 12 month. What about the other girl, that is Radha? Her investment was 4,200, and for how much time her money was in the business for complete 12 months, so 4,200 to 12 also. Then Shruti had joined 6 months later, so her investment was 2,300, and her money in the business was for just 6 months because 6 months had already passed. So if we solve this further, the profit share ratio comes out to be 106 is to 84 is to 23. This is the ultimate profit ratio comes out to be. Now they want us to calculate how much profit did Poonam earn at the end of the year. But to find out anybody partner's share, we need to know the total profit. Okay, the total profit has to be given so that we can distribute the total profit in the profit share ratio. But that total profit is missing in the question. So simply the profit share of Poonam cannot be found out. So answer is again cannot be determined. That is available in option number E. Okay. ABC enter into a partnership with their share ratio. One is 1 by 2 is to 1 by 3 is to 1 by 4. So we need to simplify this ratio first. So the ratio is 1 by 2 is to 1 by 3 is to 1 by 4. That is the investment ratio. Okay, if we take the LCM comes out to be 12. So it is going to be 2 6 ja 12, 3 4 ja 12, and 4 3 ja 12. So the ratio comes out to be 6 is to 4 is to 3. So this is the investment ratio that is available with us. Now, what they say is after 2 months, A withdraws half of his capital, and after further 10 months, a profit of this much is delivered. Then we are supposed to find out the B share. So let us do it. For A, the profit share is the investment share is 6. So the 6 investment share would be part of the business for after 2 months, A withdraws. So for 2 months, he doesn't touch his money. So the 6 part of the investment will be part of the business for 2 months. So it is going to be 6 into 2 for A, first part, plus after 2 months, A withdraws half. So if he has withdrawn half, how much would have left out? Half of 6, that is 3, into for how much time this 3 will be part of the business for the remaining part of the year. So after 2 months, the remaining part of the year will be just 10 months. So this will be the A's part. Okay. A's 2. Let us find out the B's part. Okay. What B has done? Where it draws, and further 10 months profit of, okay, so B has not touched his money. So the B's part will be 4 into 12 investment into time. And what about C's part? Okay, A and B. Okay, there's no okay. What about the C's part? Then they say after 2 months, if it was, and C has also not touched his money. So C's part will be in the business for, okay, C's part was 3 only. His part will be in the business for again 12 months. So if we simplify this further, the ratio comes out to be 7 is to 8 is to 6. This is the investment. This is the profit share ratio comes out to be. And they ask the total profit is 378, and they are wanting us to calculate the B share in the profit. So B share in the profit will be total profit, that is 378, divided by sum of ratio term, that is 7 plus 8 plus 6, multiplied by the B share in the business. Okay, B's profit part, that is nothing but into 8. If we solve this further, this comes out to be rupees 144. So that is going to be the right answer. Rupees 144 available in option number C. Okay. A and B jointly invest rupees 2,100 and 3,100 respectively in a firm. A is an active partner and hence gets 25% of the profit separately. Okay. A is getting 25% profit separately. Okay, if their business yields a total profit of 1,440 as a profit, what will be the gain of the each of them? As they say, is an active partner, hence he get 25% of the profit separately. So this 25% of the total profit should be given to him additionally. Okay, so let us find out this profit share that it should be given 25% of profit. That is nothing but 25% of total profit is 1040. If we solve this further, this is going to be 1040 into 25 upon 100. If we solve this, this comes out to be how much? This is 260. Okay, this value comes out to be 260. So A should be given additionally 260 rupees because he is an active partner. So this much amount should be given to him additionally. So let us, and the rest of the amount will be distributed in the ethical profit share ratio. So what is the rest of the amount that is to be distributed? We will call it as remaining amount. Okay, remaining amount of the remaining profit will be 1040 was the total one minus 260 that is to be given to A. So this comes out to be how much? 780. So this 780 rupees is to be distributed ethically between A and B as per their investment into time ratio. Okay, so let us find out for A and B. So there is no time gap. Both have invested their money for the similar time. So we can say that time factor can be ignored. If time factor can be ignored, so the profit share will be in the ratio of their investment. That is investment of A is to investment of B. Okay, how much is that? Investment of A is 2100 and investment of B is 3100. So the ratio of profit share will be nothing but 21 is to 31. So this will be the ratio of profit share. Now let us find out the A's profit. Okay, we are supposed to ultimately find out what will the gain of each of them. So we have to find out both of them's profit. So A's profit will be total profit that is to be distributed is 780 divided by sum of ratio term that is 21 plus 31 multiplied by A's part will be the first part that is 21. If we solve this, this comes out to be ultimately rupees 315. Okay, now let us find out for B. B's profit will be the total profit is 780 divided by sum of ratio term that is 21 plus 31 multiplied by the 31 that is B's part. If you solve this, this comes out to be rupees 465. So this is B's part, this is A's part, but A should be additionally getting that additional the additional money of 260 rupees. So that is also to be added in A's part. So we add them together. So the A's ultimate part becomes 315 plus 260. Okay, the A's additional part is 315 plus 260, which comes out to be ultimately rupees 575. B should be given his ethical share, that is 465 only. So the B part is as it is 465. So these are the two values that A and B should get, 575 and 465, which is available in option number B and becomes the right answer. Next, what says in the 25th? Sudhakar and Dinesh started a business jointly. Sudhakar's investment was double the investment of Dinesh, and the period of his investment was 4 times the period of investment of Dinesh. If Dinesh received 5,000 as profit, then find out the total profit of total profit. Okay, so let us say what has he has given investment of Sudhakar is to investment of Dinesh. What is the ratio given? They say Sudhakar's investment was double of Dinesh. So ratio of Sudhakar to Dinesh investment was 2:1. So let's say Sudhakar's investment was 2x and let's say Dinesh investment was x. Okay, 2x and x rupees. Now, let us find out about time. They say that the period of the investment of Dinesh and the period of his investment. His means Sudhakar. Sudhakar's investment period was 4 times the period of investment of Dinesh. So we can say the time of Sudhakar is to time factor for Dinesh. They say 4 times. So Sudhakar money was in the business for 4:1 part of Dinesh. So let us say the time factor for Sudhakar is 4y and similarly time factor for Dinesh is just the y, that is 4:y. Now the profit is always distributed in investment into time ratio. So the investment into time for both of them to be calculated. So it is going to be between Sudhakar and Dinesh. It will be going to be for Sudhakar, it will be 2x into 4y. That is the investment to time for Sudhakar. For Dinesh, it has to be x into y, that is xy. So the ultimate ratio comes out to be 8xy is to xy, that is nothing but 8 is to 1. So that is the ultimate profit share between Sudhakar and Dinesh is 8 is to 1. They are asking for what they are asking for. If Dinesh received 5,000 as profit, so Dinesh part is 5,000. So we can every time find out Dinesh part. Dinesh part is total profit. Let's say the total profit is profit divided by, let's say total profit is T profit divided by sum of the ratio term, that is 8 plus 1 into the Dinesh's part will be one part of it. So into 1. And this value they have already given as Dinesh's part in the profit is 5,000. So we can make this equal to 5,000. If we solve this further, so we just supposed to solve this particular thing. So we're going to get the, okay, so the question says Sudhakar and Dinesh started a business jointly. Sudhakar's investment was double the investment of Dinesh, and period of his investment was 4 times that of Dinesh. Okay, so as we know in the profit share or in the partnership question, we are dealing in the investment into time factor only. Okay, so let us find out. So first of all, let us compare the investment part of Sudhakar and Dinesh. Okay, if we want to compare the investment part, Sudhakar's investment is to Dinesh investment. They have already given Sudhakar's investment was double the investment of Dinesh. So the ratio should be 2 is to 1. Okay, similarly, if we see the time factor, so time factor for Sudhakar's time factor, we're going to compare Sudhakar's time factor. Okay, we're going to compare the Sudhakar's time factor is to Dinesh's time factor, and the ratio is given as the period of his investment is 4 times the period of Dinesh. So the ratio is 4 is to 1. Okay, so let us convert this ratio into the actual investment in actual time. So let's say this 2 is 2x, let's say this 1 is x, let's say this 4 is 4y, and this 1 is y. So these are the real time investment of both of them and real time period taken for both of them. So they say that the profit is already given of somebody, so we need to find out the ultimate ratio first. Investment into time ratio for Sudhakar and Dinesh, that's what we are finding. Investment into time ratio for Sudhakar and Dinesh, that's what we are finding. So Sudhakar's investment into time is 2x is the investment, time part is 4y is 2. Dinesh's investment is x into time part is y. So it comes out to be 8xy is to xy, that is which is nothing but 8 is to 1. So the investment part of both of them becomes what? 8 is to 1. Now, what they are saying? They are saying that Dinesh's profit is 5,000 and we are supposed to find out the total profit. So let's say the total profit is P only. Okay. Now, so Dinesh's part in the total profit of P will be, Dinesh's part will be equal to P, that is the total profit divided by sum of the ratio term, that is A plus 1, into the Dinesh's part will be the second part, which is 1. So into 1, and Dinesh's part is already given as 5,000 rupees. So this is the equation that we are supposed to solve for P. So if we solve for P, this comes out to be 9 into 5, that is 45,000 rupees. So total profit that is there is rupees 45,000 rupees, and which is available in option number A and is the right answer. Next, they say Omdat started a business with a capital of rupees 8,000. After 6 months, Sanjay joined him with investment of some capital. That capital is not known. So let us assume this capital only. Okay. Let the capital invested, let the capital invested by after 6 months by Sanjay is X rupees. Okay, let the capital invested by Sanjay after 6 months is X rupees. If at the end of the year each of them gets equal amount of profit, so at the end of the year everybody is getting the equal profit. So we always distribute the profit in the investment into time ratio of each partner. So let us find out that. Okay, we are doing it for Om Dutt, and then we will compare that with Sanjay. So Om Dutt's investment is rupees 8,000 as given in the question into, and they say each of them gets equal profit and at the end of the year. So the Omdat's money was in the business for complete 12 months because he had just started. So his money was in the business for 12. So the time factor is 12 is to Sanjay's investment. Sanjay's investment is given in the question as invested with some capital. So, and we have assumed that capital as X rupees. So let us take X is as the investment of Sanjay multiplied by the time factor. Sanjay had joined 6 months later. So time for which his money will be in the business will be just remaining 6 months. So X into 6 is the other factor. Okay, if we, and this ratio is already okay. And they say they get the equal profit. So this ratio is going to be 1:1. It is going to be equal. So let us make them equal. So it's 8,000 into 12 is equal to 6x. If we solve for x, the x comes out to be simply 96,000. Okay, rather 6x comes out to be 96,000 and x comes out to be 16,000. So x is coming out to be 16,000. What they are finding, how much did Sanjay invest? So that was x only we assumed. So the x value comes out to be 16,000. So Sanjay invested 16,000 as the amount, and that is the answer, option number C. Next, PNQ started a business investing some amount in the ratio 4:5. So investment is given as 4:5. After 4 months, R joined them with an amount equal to half of that of P. So let's have investment into time factor for all the three partners in the business. Let us take down for P. P's investment is 4 part. Okay, P's investment is 4 par into it into time factor for P is after 4 months R had joined, so P has not touched his money. So and the total time of the business is complete 2 years. So 4 into 24, that is 2 years, 24 months is 2. Let us find out the Q's part. Q investment, how much part? Q investment 5 part of it. So 5 into time factor for Q will always be also be 24 because he also started and the business ran for total 24 months. Then the last partner is R. He had joined late. Let's see his investment first. He investment equal to half of P. Half of P means P's investment was 4, so half of P would be simply 2 into time for which his money will be in the business is, see, he's joined after 4 months and total time of business was 24. So 24 minus 4, 20. So 20 will be the time or the months in which his money will be part of the business. So if we solve this further, this is going to be 96 is to 120 is to 40, which is nothing but 12 is to 15 is to 5. If we cut them all of the number with 8, we're going to get the simplified ratio as 12 is to 15 is to 5, and that is going to be the right answer, which is available in option number C. Now, ABC enter into a partnership in the ratio 7/2 is to 4/3 is to 6/5. After 4 months, A increased his share by 50%. Total profit at the end of the year is this much. Then find the B share. So first of all, what we do is we convert the fraction ratio into simple ratio. So let us do that. 7/2 is to 4/3 is to 6/5. If we want to simplify this, we need to take the LCM of all of them. The LCM of all of them should be 30. Okay, so let us find out it. So 2 with 30 will give you 215. 15 7 is 105 is to 3 with 30 will be 10. 10 into 4 will be 40 is to 5 with 30 will be 6. 6 6 is 36. So the ratio coming out to be 105 is to 40 is to 36. That is their investment ratio of successively of A, B, and C. Investment ratio is this. Now, they say after 4 months, A increased his share. So let us find out each and everybody's shares. So let us begin with A. Initially, he went with 105 as an investment into, and this investment was untouched for 4 months. So this should go for 4 months. 105 into 4 plus another part of investment of A was what has happened after 4 months. 50% increase. So 50% increase means taking 150% of the investment. So 150% of something is 150 by 100 into 105. That was the original investment. He had increased it by 50%. So the new investment of A will be this much, that is 150% of 105. And this particular money will be part of the business for how much month? See, after 4 months, and we have to calculate till the end of the year. So how many months left out is 8. So his money will be in the business for rest of the 8 months. Okay, so this is the A's part. Let us find out the B's part now. B. Now, B's money will be, B has contributed 40 part of the investment. So 40 into how much time B's money will be in the business. So B had also started initially. So B's money will be in the business for complete year, that is 12. Similarly for C, C's money is also, C's part is 36 and his money is also in the business for complete year, that is 12. If we solve this further, this comes out to be, this is simplifying ultimately to 35 is to 10 is to 9. The ultimate simplification of A is to B is coming out to be 35 is to 10 is to 9. Now they want us to calculate at the year, at the end of the year, total profit is 21,000. The B share is to be calculated. So B share can be calculated as B share is nothing but total profit is 21,600 divided by sum of ratio terms, that is 35 plus 10 plus 9, multiplied by B's part is nothing but 10. So into 10. If you solve this further, this is ultimately coming out to be rupees 4,000. So that is the answer. The B share is nothing but option available in the A option, that is rupees 4,000 is the right answer. Now, ABC entered into partnership with their capital of 40, 80, and 1,20,000. At the end of the year, at the end of first year, B withdraws 40,000, while at the end of second year, C withdraws for 80,000. So we're gonna stick to the fact that investment into time will be the ultimate thing to find out the profit share. So let us begin with each and everybody. We start with A. The investment part of A was initially 40,000 rupees, and for how much time his 40,000 was in the business? See, he has not changed his money anywhere. Only B and C have changed. A has not changed his money. So this 40,000 will be part of the business till the last till the last time, that is 3 years. So we can write for 3, that is 36 months. Okay, so this is the A's part. Let us find out the B's part. Okay, first part of B was he started with 80,000. So 80,000 will be the investment, and for how much time 80,000 will be part of the business? Let's see. At the end of the first year, B withdraws. So at the end of the first year, B withdraws. So for the complete first year, he has not touched his money. That is, he has not touched 80,000. So 80,000 will be part of the business for complete 12 months. And another part for B also will be he has withdrawn 40,000. So only 40,000 is left out now, and this 40,000 will run for the entire time till the business end. So that is 2 years now. So that is 24 months multiplied. Okay, so let's see the C's part. What has C done? He started with 1,20,000. So 1,20,000 will be as it is, and this went on till he withdrew money after second year. Okay, while at the end of second year. So this 1,20,000 would have been the part of the business for complete 2 years, that is 24. Okay, plus then he had withdrawn 80,000. Okay, so the remaining part would have been 40,000 only, and this 40,000 would have been part of the business for the last year, that is into 12 only, that is the last year only. Okay, so let us simplify this particular thing. If we simplify this particular thing, the ultimate ratio can be found out if we can cut down this all zeros, because that is all common. So we can cut down these all zeros here also. Okay, like this, as we are doing. So k is also gone. So if we simplify this further, this is ultimately reducing to 3 is to 4 is to 7 between A and B and C, and that is going to be the right answer, which is available in option number B. Now they say Samir and Saurabh started a joint firm. Samir's investment was thrice the investment of Saurabh, and the period of his investment was 2 times the period of investment of Saurabh. If Saurabh got something, okay. So ultimately, we're gonna break the things into in the investment into time format only. Let us find out the first part of Samir. Okay, what has Samir done? Investment part is, they say Samir had invested thrice the investment of Saurabh. So three part into, okay, and if it and let us talk about Saurabh investment also. Saurabh investment will be, see, the Samir's investment was thrice of Saurabh. So if we have taken 3 for Samir, so we'll take 1 for Saurabh as the investment. And let us talk about the time factor now. This was the investment factor. We are going to deal with the time factor now. Okay, so the time factor, as they say, and the period of his investment, that is Samir's investment, was 2 times of investment of Saurabh. So let us take Samir's investment as 2, and so Saurabh's investment will be 1 only. Then only it will be 2 times. If you simplify this ratio, this comes out to be 6 is to 1. Okay, so that is the profit share distribution ratio, 6 is to 1. Then they say Saurabh got 4,000 as profit. So we can find out Saurabh share as total profit, that is unknown. So let us assume total profit to be P divided by sum of the profit share ratio numbers, that is 6 plus 1 multiplied by, and they say Saurabh share is required. Saurabh is the second person. Okay, we are finding out Saurabh share here. Saurabh is the second person. So second person part was nothing but one part of it. So, and this value is already given out to be 4,000 rupees. This value is already given out to be 4,000 rupees. So we just need to solve this much part of it and we're going to get the total profit. So if we solve this, total profit comes out to be 4,000 into 7, that is nothing but 28,000 rupees. So that is the right answer. Total profit earned is 28,000 rupees, available in option number D, and is the right answer. Now, again, ABC enter into a partnership. A invests some money, that money is unknown at the beginning. B invests double the amount invested by A after 6 months, and C invests thrice the amount invested by A after 8 months. Okay, then the annual profit earned by them is 27,000. What is the C's share in the profit? So ultimately, any share is any share is distributed in the form of investment into time of all the partners. So let us see here. We have got three partners, A, B, and C. If we talk about their investment, so they say A invests some money. So let us take A invested X money. That B invested double. So the B's part will be 2x. And C invested how much? C invested thrice. So C part will be 3x. Let us talk about the time factor. A started and entered into the partnership, and the total tenure of the business is annual profit. So total tenure is 1 year. So time for which A's money would have been in the business is complete 12 months. Let's talk about B. B invested double but came after 6 months. So his money will be in the business for remaining 6 months, that is 6. And what about C? C joined after 8 months. So his money will be part of business just for 4 months. So this is the time factor. So if we do the investment into time for all of this, this is 12x also. This is also 12x and this is also 12x. So we have done investment into time in all the three terms. So if we distribute the ratio 12x is to 12x to 12x is nothing but 1 is to 1 is to 1. So that is there. That means they are getting equal profit. Okay. All of them. They say what is C share. C share can be found out by the total profit that is given as 27,000 divided by sum of ratio term, that is 1 plus 1 plus 1 into C's part, that is 1 again. So that is going to be nothing but 27,000 divided by 3, and that is nothing but rupees 9,000. Okay, so that is the right answer. 9,000 is the profit share by C. It is not available. Yes, it is available in option number A. So that is going to be the right answer. Now let's go for the next question. What does it say? Vipul, Rajan and Santosh enter into a partnership by investing 1 lakh, 2 lakh and 3 lakh respectively. At the end of the year, the loss was divided among them. If Rajan's loss were 25,000, then find the total loss. Okay, so the loss is also distributed in the same ratio. Okay, distributed in the ratio of investment to time only. Okay, loss is also to be distributed in the investment. Whosoever's investment into time factor will be highest, he will have to bear the highest loss. Okay, this is the only principle. So let us find out. Okay, we have three partners here. One is Vipul, one is Rajan, and another one is Santosh. Okay, investment part of all of them is 1 lakh, 2 lakh and 3 lakh. So we can say the ratio is also 1 is to 2 is to 3. And let's talk about their time factor. At the end of the year, the loss was divided. So there's no time factor involved. So we can rely on only the investment factor for the loss distribution also. Okay, there is not going to be any time factor difference. So the loss will be shared between 1 is to 2 is to 3. Okay, they say Rajan's loss was 25,000. So we can find out Rajan's loss as total loss was 25, right? Not total loss. Let's say the total loss is L divided by sum of the loss ratio terms, that is 1 plus 2 plus 3 multiplied by Rajan is the middle person and middle person has got the investment part as 2. So multiplied by 2. So, okay, and this value loss of Rajan is already given as 25,000 in the question. So we just need to solve this much. Rajan's loss is already given as 25,000. So we just need to solve this one for finding out the L value. If we do that, it is going to be L is equal to 25,000 into 3 plus 2, 5 plus 1 is 6 into 6 divided by 2. Okay, that is coming out to be rupees 75,000. So that is the ultimate total loss in the business, rupees 75,000, and that is the right answer available in option number C. Okay, let's go for the next one. A and B started a business investing 3,50,000 rupees, 1,40,000 respectively. If A gets 20% of the yearly profit for managing the business, so that means he is getting additional 20% of whatever is the total profit earned. He is getting paid additional 20% of it. Okay. Then they say thereafter the profit is divided in the ratio of the capital. After this, the profit is divided into the ratio of their capitals. Let us do that. So first of all, we see the ratio of the capital of A and B, that is the investment ratio. Okay, if you see the investment ratio, how much is that? If you see between A and B, so A invested 3,50,000 and B invested how much? A invested 3,50,000 and B invested 1,40,000. So this is their investment ratio if you talk about it. So if you simplify this, this is nothing but 5 is to 2. So investment ratio between A and B is 5 is to 2. Okay. Now the total profit is not given. If they receive totally 38, A receives totally 38,000 more than B at the end of the year, but they have not given the total profit. So let us assume, we need to assume the total profit as that the total profit is, let's say, P, that the total profit is P. Now they say, they have said one more thing, that A has got 20% of the yearly profit for the managing of business. So that means A's additional profit, that is A's additional profit is how much? Is the 20% of the total profit. 20% of total profit, that is nothing but we have assumed to be P. So it is nothing but P by 5, because 20% of P can be calculated by 20 into P by 100. That is nothing but ultimately P by 5 only. So this is what A has to get additionally, P by 5 rupees. Okay. And the remaining profit, they have said, thereafter the profit is divided in the ratio of the capital. So after this P by 5 has been taken out from the total profit, then it has to be distributed in the capital ratio. So what is the remaining profit that is to be distributed? Remaining profit is, the original profit was P minus P by 5 has been removed, has been given to A. So this comes out to be 4P by 5. So this is 4P by 5 is to be distributed between A and B in their investment ratio, which was 5 is to 2. So let us distribute. Okay, so this 4P55 is to be distributed in the investment ratio, that is 5 is to 2. So let us find out A's and B's part. Okay, and they have said the difference between, A's money and B's money is 38,000. So we can say A's total share, we can say A's total share minus B's total share, as they say, is the difference is 38,000. So we can make the equation around this. A's total share, the first part of the A that A had already get was P by 5 as an additional amount, plus what he should get out of the distribution is that the profit is to distribute between 5 is to T, as they say. So the total profit is 4P by 5 divided by sum of ratio term, that is 5 plus 2 into the A's part. A's part here is how much? Is 5. So that is the additional, that is the ratio distribution of profit for A, both the parts included, minus B's share will be, the total profit is 4P by 5 divided by sum of ratio term, that is 5 plus 2. Okay, and multiplied by B's part in the profit share is 2, so multiplied by 2, and this difference should be ultimately equal to 38,000. So this is what we are supposed to solve for P. If we solve this further, how much this comes out to be? This is going to be P by 5 plus 4P by 5 into 5, that is going to be 4P by 7. So this is 4P by 7, and subtracted from it is, if you solve this further, 4P by 5 into 2, so this is 8P by 5 into 7, so this is nothing but 8P by 35, and this should come out to be 38,000 rupees. If you solve this equation further, we are ultimately getting P value as rupees 70,000. So that is the ultimate profit they have, total profit that they have earned. Okay, nothing but rupees 70,000. It is available in option number D and is the right answer, rupees 70,000. Next, say Mohan invested rupees 18,000 and started a business. After 4 months, Sohan invested 21,000 and joined the business. Okay, if the profit at the end of the year is 6,000, then what is the difference between Mohan's and Sohan's share in the profit? That's what we are supposed to find out. Okay, so let us see uh, how much is the investment into time ratio for both of the partners, investment into time ratio, because in that only the profit share should be distributed. Okay, let us find out. Okay, so what is the investment ratio first? How much has Mohan invested? Mohan has invested 18,000. Okay, and for how much time his money is in the business? They say at the end of the year only. So it has to be 12 months for Mohan. And what about Sohan? Sohan money is invested is 21,000. And for how much time his money is in the business? They say Sohan had joined after 4 months. So before the end of the year, and after 4 months there was only 8 months left. So this has to be the profit share ratio between Mohan and Sohan. If we solve this, this is coming out to be 9 is to 7. So that is the ultimate profit share ratio, 9 is to 7. And then they say, what is the difference between Mohan's and Sohan's share in the profit? So obviously Mohan's and Sohan's ratio share will be Mohan minus Sohan's ratio share will be 9 part and 7 parts difference. That is nothing but 2 part only. Okay, 2 part of the total profit out of 9 and 7 will be the ultimate difference. Okay, so we are just supposed to find out the 2 part out of the total profit. Okay, so that difference part will be nothing but total profit earned is 6,000 as they say. Okay, and I wrote 6,000 divided by sum of ratio term is 9 plus 7, and the difference part is 2 parts. So we are multiplying that by 2. If we solve this further, this is coming out to be 2 by 16 of 6,000, that is nothing but rupees 750. That is the right answer available in option number A. Next, A, B, C together hired a pasture on payment of rupees 888. In the pasture, 20 sheep of A graze for 2.5 months, 30 sheep of B graze for 4 months, and 36 of C graze for 3.5 months. How much should C pay his share? So, the share will be distributed in the earlier we used to do investment into time. This time we will be doing sheep, number of sheep. The profit share will be distributed between number of sheep into the months time for which they are grazing the field. Okay, number of sheep into months, that will be the factor for distributing the share of the rent to be shared among them. Okay, so let us do that. For A, how many sheep does he have? He has got 20. And for how many months did his sheep graze the pasture is 2.5. So that is 20 to 2.5. Then B part will be B had got how many sheep? He had got 30 sheep multiplied by how many he grazed. How many months did his sheep grazed? For 4 months, so into 4. And then C's had got how many sheep? C had got 36 sheep. And how much time did his sheep graze the field? Is 3.5. Okay, so if we simplify this further, this is coming out to be 20 to 2.5 is going to be 50, 13 to 4 is 120, and 36 into 3.5 is 108, and that 80, that is 126. So if we simplify this further, this is coming to be 25 is to 60 is to 63. That is the ultimate ratio coming. Now they want us to calculate how much should C pay. So C should pay how much? Total profit is total rather payment to be done is 888 divided by sum of ratio term, that is 25 plus 60 plus 63 multiplied by the part of C. The part of C is 63. If we solve this further, this is coming out to be rupees 378. So that is the right answer. C should pay how much? 378 available in option number C itself. That is the right answer. Now, 36. X and Y started a business with their initial investment of 56 is to 35. Okay, that is their initial investment. If X invested the money for 15 months, find the number of months for Y should be invested if the annual profit is to be distributed in 2 is to 1. Okay, so what all has been given? Let us find out X investment into time. X investment was 56 part and Y's investment was how much? 35 part into time factor for both of them. Money for time for which X's money was in the business was 15 months, and similarly money for which the time for which the monies of Y was in the business, that is required to be find out. That's what they have asked. Find the number of months for Y. So let us assume the number of months. Let the number of months for which the Y's money was in the business, number of months of Y's money was in the business. Let take that as any value as M only. Okay, so the money for time for which the Y's money is in the business, let us take that as M. And they say this ratio of the profit is 2 is to 1. So this is what we have to do. So that is what 56 into 15 divided by 35 into M is equal to 2 by 1. If we cross multiply, then we are able to solve the question. Okay. Okay. If you solve this, this is coming out to be, okay, if you cross multiply 56 into 15 is equal to 70 into M. If we solve this further, the M value is coming out to be simply 12. So for how much time the Y's money was in the business is coming out to be 12 months or a year, and which is available in option number D, and is the right answer. Okay, so the question says A, B, C are partners. A received 9 by 10 of the profit and B and C share the remaining profit equally. A's income is increased by rupees 270 when the profit rises from 12% to 15%. Find the capital invested by B and C. Okay, so we'll figure out the first line first. They say A, B, C are partners. A received 9 by 10 of the total profit. Okay, so let us find out the A, B, C's profit share. A had received 9 by 10 and then say B and C share the remaining profit equally. So what will be the remaining profit? So the total profit would have been 9 by 10 of total profit would have been 1 minus 9 by 10. That is nothing but 1 by 10. The remaining profit would have been 1 by 10. That is 10th part of it. And this 1 by 10 part has been shared equally by B and C. So that means B should get 1 by 10, half of 1 by 10. And similarly, the C should also get half of 1 by 10. Then only they will be able to share equally among them. So for B, it comes out to be 1 by 20. And for C also, it should be 1 by 20. And if you want to cross check, then if we'll add all these A, B, and C, then it will become 1. Okay, so this is the profit share. Okay, now the next thing that he says is the total investment is missing in it. As they have said, A's income is increased by 270. For that, we need to know the total investment. Okay, let us assume the total investment of the business is, let's say, X. Okay, how much profit percent was there available initially? Was 12%. So the total profit, the 12% of this will be, so how much profit would have happened? The profit is nothing but 12% of the investment. So that is nothing but 12 into X by 100. So this is the profit that has happened. Okay. What about the new profit? They say the new profit percentage is 15. So new profit will be, as the old was 12X by 100, new will be 15X by 100. Okay. They say the another thing that they have said is because of this profit change, from 12% to 5%, A's income has increased by rupees 270. A's increment in the income is nothing but 270 rupees. So now we can justify this, that A's income has increased by 270 rupees. So what we can do, the old income of A minus we can write like old income of A minus new income of A, rather new in, let us uh, let us do it the other way around. That is, okay, let us write new income of A minus old income of A. The value is 270. Difference is 270. Now, what is the new income of A? They say the 9 by 10 part is there of the profit share is 9 by 10 and the new total profit is 15x by 100. So 9 by 10 part of 15x by 100 will be the new income. 9 by 10 of the 15x by 100 will be the new income minus old income. Let's talk about the old income. That will be nothing but, okay, 9 by 10 part. Okay, the old income would have been 9 by 10 part of what? The old profit. The old profit was just 12x, not 15x upon 100, but it was just 12x upon 100. And this difference they are giving as 270. If you solve this further, this comes out to be 9 by 10 into 3x by 100 is coming out to be 270. If we solve this further, the x value comes out to be 10,000 rupees. Okay. Now, what they had asked us to calculate the share of capital investment by B and C. So let we can find out. So B's part will be, so B part in the investment was 1 by 20 in the initial part of the question. So 1 by 20 times the 10,000. Okay, that because the x value is 10,000, which is nothing but coming out to be 500 rupees. Similarly, C and B had shared equal parts. So we can again solve, and we are not supposed to solve again also. This will also be coming out to be 500 only. So B and C have invested initially rupees 500 each, and which is available in option number C, and is going to be the right answer. Okay, let's see the next one. What they say, a sum of rupees 7,000 is divided between A, B, and C in such a way that the share of A and B are in the ratio 2:3, and those of B and C are in the ratio 4:5. So first of all, we are supposed to find out the simplified ratio. A is to B is given as 2:3, and B is to C is given as 4:5. So we are supposed to find out the combined ratio A is to B is to C. For this combined ratio, what is done is, see, the B part in the second ratio is 4. We will multiply the first ratio by this 4, both the numbers, that will make it 8:12, and B part in the first ratio is 3. So we'll multiply both the number of second ratio by 3, which will bring it to be 3 4 is 12 and 3 5 is 15. So the A, B, B and C, this is how they are connected. So it is going to be what? 8 is to 12 is to 15. So that is the ultimate profit share between A, B and C. This is the first thing that we have calculated. Now, they want us to know what? That the share of A and B in the two, that those are B in the 4 is to 5. The share of B is, so the total profit is 7,000. Okay, so we are supposed to find out the share of B. So share of B can be calculated by total profit, that is 7,000, or rather the total sum that is divided, that is 7,000, divided by sum of ratio term, that is 8 plus 12 plus 15, multiplied by B's part. B's part is nothing but 12. Okay, if we solve this further, this is going to be 7,000 divided by 35 multiplied by 12 that we have to do. If we solve this further, this comes out to be 2,400. Okay, this comes out to be 2,400. So that is the B's part into it, or the B share into it. Answer is A, 2,400. Now, 39. Ajay and Sanjay started a real estate business by investing 3,600 and 4,800. After 4 months, Vijay joined them with investing 5,400. After 9 months, Sanjay withdrew his money. So we are only dealing in the investment into time factor only. Time for which any capital will be part of the business, that time will be counted and will account for the profit share. So let us take it one by one. We have Ajay as the first partner. What was his investment factor? Ajay and Sanjay had started together with the investment 3,600. So this was the Ajay's part, 3,600. Okay. And for 1 year, he had not any, no, rather started a business 3,600. After 4 months, Vijay had to join. And after 9 months, Sanjay withdrew. So clearly, Ajay has not made any changes to his investment. So his money will be part of the business for complete 1 year, because the money is in the business for 1 year only. So this will be A's part. Let us talk about the B, or B is our Sanjay here. Okay, what about Sanjay? Sanjay had also started with 4,800 rupees as the investment. And for how much time this 4,800 was undisturbed? They say after 4 months something has happened. Okay, 36,400. After 4 months, Vijay had joined, and after 9 months, Sanjay had withdrawn his money. So this 4,800 was untouched for the 9 months. Okay, so this was the money invested by Sanjay. Okay. Now, let us talk about the other partner, that is Vijay. His investment was how much? Joined them with investment of 5,400. So the investment was 5,400. Okay. Time for which this Vijay's money was in the business. They say after 9 months, Vijay joined them investing 5,400 after 9 months. So Vijay had joined them after 9 months first. So how much time his money was in the business? Okay. After 4 months, Vijay joined them with investing 5,400. Okay. So Vijay's money was in the business for 8 months left out only. Okay. So this was the investment ratio. Okay. So if we simplify this further, this is going to get us as, we can cut these double zeros altogether. If we do that and simplify the ratio is coming out to be actually 1 is to 1 is to 1. Okay, so all these values are coming equal. So the ratio in which the profit is to be distributed is 1 is to 1 is to 1 only. Now we are supposed to find out, as they say, at the Sanjay withdrew his money. Okay, Vijay joined them, and at the end of the year, Sanjay started with 48,000. After 4 months, Vijay joined, and after 9 months, Sanjay withdrew. Okay, Sanjay had withdrawn after 9 months only. So then in that case, we are supposed to find out the Vijay's profit. So the Vijay's profit is going to be how much? Okay, the total profit earned is 1,200 rupees. Okay, divided by sum of ratio terms of all, and multiplied by Vijay's share. So everybody's share is equal. So we can take down as 1. So it's nothing but rupees 400. Okay. So that is the ultimate profit share of Vijay is 400, available in option number A, and is the right answer. Next, ABC enter into a partnership. A invests some money at the beginning, B invests triple the amount after 3 months, and C invest 4 times the amount after 6 months. So every time there is investment into time factor, that is to be considered. That is to be considered for both the all the partners that are there. That is investment to time, and again investment to time. So investment to time is the profit share ratio between all the three partners always. So let us find out their investment to time. Let us talk about A. A's investment is how much? They say A invested some money. So we'll have to assume this. Let A invested X. Okay, let us talk about B. How much did B invest? He said B invest triple. So we'll take down as 3x as triple. C invested how much? C invested 4 times the amount. So C's investment would be 4x. So this is the investment factor. Let's talk about the time factor multiplied by, okay, for A, the A invested some money at the very beginning and the total business has run for how much time? Annual profit. So that means the total business has run for complete year, that is 12 months. So A's money will be in the business for complete 12 months. Let's talk about B. B had invested triple the amount after 3 months. So after 3 months had passed, then B had come in the business. So after 3 months, how many months are left out to complete a year is only 9. So into 9 will be the second part is 2. Third partner is C. He invested 4 times the amount, but after 6 months. So for how many months are left out now to complete the year is just 6. So his money will be in the business for 6 months only. So this is how we distribute the ratio. So it is going to be 12x is to 27x is to 24x. Okay, this is the ultimate thing. If we simplify this ratio further, this is coming out to be, if we divide them by 3 and x can get cancelled, it is coming out to be 4 is to 9 is to 4 is to 9 is to 8. So the numbers are cut by 3. So 3 4 ja 12, 3 9 ja 27, and 3 8 ja 24. And x and x and x are getting cancelled. So ultimate ratio that is coming out to be 4 is to 9 is to 8 between A is to B is to C respectively. Now they're asking for what is the B share. So B share can be calculated by total profit, that is 21,000, divided by sum of the ratio terms, that is 4 plus 9 plus 8, multiplied by, as we are supposed to find out B's part, so we need to see the second person, that is 9. So 9 part of it, if you solve this further, this comes out to be 21,000 divided by 9 plus 4, 13 plus 8, 21 multiplied by 9. Okay, 21 cuts 20,000 by 21,000 by 1,000. So the ultimate value of B's profit is coming is 9,000 rupees, which is available in option number C and is the right answer also.